Morning. We are continuing to watch the winter storm roll in, and we're checking in with local officials, and we're joined now by Elizabeth Carey from AAA.
Right. And, with AAA, we're usually thinking about driving and getting safety tips. But right now there is the travel ban, so no one should be on the road right now. So let's talk about some other methods of travel and flying. And right now there's a lot of issues at the airport right now, too. Every flight canceled in and out of the airport, Elizabeth. So we've got a lot of Bills fans right now wondering, maybe I should go to Detroit, but if so, how do I get there? So what can you tell us about Bills fans? Have they reached out to AAA about a last-minute trip to Detroit?
Well, Detroit's drivable if you can cut right up through Canada. So a lot of people will probably drive up there. Hopefully the road conditions will be in good shape by then. But what AAA's been watching with these airlines is the people heading out. Like, we have people going out on cruises, people going to the Bills game, people going to the Bills game for Thanksgiving, people going to visit loved ones. So there's a ton of people traveling. So this disruption is going to be a ripple effect because all the other flights are going to be full. It's going to be really hard to rebook people so they can catch those destinations where they're supposed to be going for the Thanksgiving travel.
Now, Elizabeth, we've been talking about the travel ban in effect, and but what are you guys seeing this morning? Are you still getting calls? Are you still having people stuck?
Yes. And like when Melissa said that people shouldn't be on the roads, unfortunately they are. There's not a ton, but we have so many calls of people off the road, and we're trying to get to all of them. So if you are at home, AAA is asking you to stay there, obey that travel ban. We see this every storm. When there's a big storm like this, people think they can venture out or they're going to go out. And then they get stuck, and then it just leads to more problems and more gridlock. So we're prioritizing calls. So if people are safe at home, we're going to leave them there for now because they're safe, and we're going to try to get to the people on the roadside first. But it could take hours in some cases for our trucks to get through, dealing with some of the roads that are clogged and the snowy conditions and the whiteout conditions. So they've been out there all night, and we've been pulling people off the road. But it's been pretty hard on our drivers for sure.
And back to the airport real quickly, Elizabeth. It's been a long time since we've seen every single flight in and out of the Buffalo airport canceled. Any advice real quickly for travelers about rebooking their flights and vacations and things like that?
Yeah, try to rebook as soon as possible. Consider alternatives. Can I leave tomorrow? Is there anything available on any of the flights so you can change that? And some people might consider driving, or maybe driving if you can get through the snow and fly out of an airport like Cleveland or Pittsburgh or something like that. So you have to consider all alternatives at this point. But the Bills fans, a lot of them will drive to Detroit, so we're hoping that they get there.
Yeah, and if you're heading out, probably not a good idea, so you don't have to call AAA to get the tow truck out. All right, thanks very much, Elizabeth Carey from AAA this morning. And